For the 1984 Belmont, Woody had his strongest entry to date, a horse called Swale. Swale was the son of Triple Crown winner Seattle Slew. Like his father, Swale had an innate knack for racing, but it was a gift that only gifted eyes could see. Some thought Swale lacked natural racing ability, but Woody Stephens saw promise in the horse. He labored tirelessly to get Swale into top running shape. As it had so many times before, the hard work paid off. Swale won the Kentucky Derby, and although he ran poorly at the Preakness, he was still a favorite horse coming into the Belmont.
And they're off. Leon on the inside goes for the lead, and the favorite Swale is in second. Swale now takes the lead, has it by a half. Leon is back into second. It's an honest pace as they approach the backstretch. Swale has the lead by about a half length. A mile and 37 and 3. They're on the far turn. Swale has the lead still by a length and a half. Leon now making a move, has come into second on the outside. His Gate Dancer also advancing. Swale with Pinkai continues to lead the way by a length and a half. Now advancing to 2 and a half. Swale still leads. That lead is going out now to about 4 lengths. Morning Bob on the rail, joined on the outside now by Pine Circle, moving up quickly. Pine Circle takes second as Swale leads the wire.
Woody had won his third Belmont in a row. Only 2 other trainers in history had done it before, both in the 1800s. He was on a roll and eager to do what no other trainer had ever done, win the Belmont Stakes 4 straight times. But only days after winning at the '84 Belmont, Woody's good fortune came to an abrupt halt. While walking the shed row of Stevens' barn, Swale reared up suddenly and collapsed on the ground, dead from a heart attack.
After he'd won the Kentucky Derby and the Belmont and was truly a great horse, he was standing outside being washed and groomed by his caretaker. And he just fell over dead.
The death of Swale devastated Woody Stephens. After 50 years on the track, and with his own health failing, Stephens wondered if he still had it in him, if he still had enough energy left to continue his assault on Belmont. In 1984, trainer Woody Stephens had won his 3rd straight Belmont Stakes with a Kentucky horse named Swale, son of the Triple Crown winner Seattle Slew. But the celebration was short-lived. Just days after the historic victory, Swale died of a heart attack. Woody Stephens was devastated.
He called me and told me what happened. I knew it certainly wasn't nothing to do with him. It wasn't his fault.
That winter, many in the horse racing world wondered whether the tragic loss of Swale would force the 72-year-old Woody Stephens to retire. Those who doubted Stephens' resolve were in for a surprise. The following season, Stephens summoned his strength. He returned to Belmont to seek his 4th straight victory. This time he entered not 1 horse, but 2. Stephen's Odyssey and Creme Fraiche.
Well, I've won it 3 in a row, and there's been 2 other fellows in history who won it 3 in a row, back in the 1800s. And of course, there's no one ever won it 4. So if I should do it, I guess they'd be trying to compare it with me someday.
And they're off. Eternal Prince on the outside with Purple Mountain across the count, and Chief Crown on the rail. They enter the put-out turn. Purple Mountain has the lead by about a length and a half. Eternal Prince on the outside is in second. Cutlass Reality is third. The first quarter, very fast. They're on to the backstretch, the half. 47 left. The favorite, Chief Crown, is in 4th by a half. Then past the count. Thanks Prospect, followed by Creme Fraiche on the rail, back where he belongs. Chief Crown, the favorite, now moves into second, leading ground on the outside of Cutlass Reality as they approach the top of the stretch. It's Cutlass Reality on the rail, on the outside. Chief Crown further out. There goes Creme Fraiche with Maple. On the rail with Pinkai is Stephen's Odyssey. Here comes Creme Fraiche. They pass the 8-hole. It's the entry of Woody Stephens. Creme Fraiche with Maple. Stephen's Odyssey with Pinkai. Chief Crown is third. Creme Fraiche on the outside. with Stephens on a second. Creme, Fraiche in front.
Woody's horses finished first and second. With the victory, Woody Stephens had won 4 Belmont Stakes in a row. No trainer in the 117-year history of Belmont had ever achieved such a feat. It was an accomplishment that everyone in the horse racing world was certain could never be beat. Everyone was wrong. In 1986, Stephens brought yet another long-shot horse to Belmont. Its name was Danzig Connection, and it had been purchased on a whim by Woody's old friend Henrik de Fiakowski.
Go with him, Chris. Come on with him. We're on the lead, Henrik. Go with him, Chris. Go with him. We got him. Go with him, Chris. Go with him, Chris. Go with him, Chris. Go with him, Chris. Go with him, Chris.
And Danzig Connection. Congratulations, Woody Stephens.
Hey, I guess when I met you, I got lucky.
Woody Stephens probably epitomizes more than anyone else the Kentucky trainer. Woody's what they call a hard boot, and he was a guy who came up the hard way and worked his way to the top, and I don't think anyone will ever forget his string of consecutive Belmont wins. That probably is one of the greatest accomplishments that anyone's ever had in thoroughbred racing.
The racetrack and his horses were his life, and he was very proud of what he had done. And a lot of people would be put off by the fact that Woody would, they might be running a certain stake race on an afternoon, and at the rail in the morning, he'd say, well, I've won this one 4 times, and then he'd proceed to tell you all the horses that won it, who rode them, what they paid, how far they won by, and how fast they ran. And some people thought he was a braggart, but, he loved it. He loved the history of the races, and he wasn't telling those things to try to embellish his reputation. That's just all he knew to talk about.
He made such a joke out of it. He made me a blooming millionaire, he said. And now I don't know what to do with it, but I'm still going to get up 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. That's where he was all the time.